it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 6 of 30 days of sketches, Christy's Beautiful Life. So today's sketch is brought to us by, oh goodness, I'm going to call her Miss Martinez. She is Flor de Papel 15 on Instagram. So I will have all of her information linked down below. So her sketch is super fun. So she has 2 photos in the center. I am going to do that. These are my 2 photos here. She has they almost look like graphs in the center of each side. I am not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take that kind of border idea, and I am actually going to border a piece of white cardstock. So I have this purple paper from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I did go ahead and gut that, and I matted my photos in it. And then you can see in the sketch she has these little stars. So to me, that screamed stamping. And, I'm not a huge stamper, and that's okay. But I was like, I really want to do a stamp background. So I feel like I'm channeling my inner Moira with this layout. So I have this background stamp that's kind of a grid, and I used Distress Oxide in Crackling Campfire, which goes really well with the background of that first photo, that kind of orangey color. And then I grabbed a word, like a text stamp, and I stamped that twice in the weathered wood, and I did not like that. So I will end up covering up one. You can see a little bit, and now that it's done, I'm totally good with it. And probably should have left a little bit to the other side, but I didn't. And then after that, I have these planner stamps, and I'm going to do these little arrows in Rustic Wilderness, and I'm going to do first and second generation stamping for that. And then also from that planner sticker, I have a word that says menu, and oh, look, it's another taco photo. And I'm going to stamp that in Victorian Velvet all over. I did also have a film strip stamp, and I stamped that to the left-hand side, you can see, and to the right-hand side, and those were done in Scattered Straw. So I wanted to mess it up a little bit, and I was thinking of the packaging technique, but knowing that it's Distress ink, it's going to kind of mush the colors together. So what I did was I took the Victorian Velvet, added it to my stamp block, added some water, tested it underneath where my photos were going to be, and I liked it. But then I decided to just go ahead and spray water over the entire layout, and then just smushed it with my stamp block. And then I did go back in a couple of spots and used the Victorian Velvet with water on my stamping block again. And I think that the background turned out great. So I'm going to put both my photos in the center like the sketch, little cattywampus, which is perfect for me. I have 2 perspectives that I'm going to use. The first one says fresh, and the second one is a little camera, and they're that perfect purpley color. So I did go through the embellishments, and I am really pulling some of those purple elements. So I pull 3 purple florals, also pull some green. A cut apart label down there at the bottom is going to be where my journaling goes. And I added 2 other purple labels from the Bloom collection. So that takes care of all of the purple on there, which is nice. And then I added a couple of tiny word stickers. So this one says, thank goodness. So right when you get off through the border, you make it to this little town, and there's this place called Leo's, and it is delicious. And it's one of those places that they stop at, and it was super cool because so our friends whose family is from down there, who had gone with us, so he goes all the time. And the last time he went down, he had like taken a bike, and he had given it to this guy who worked down there, and he basically washed windows at the restaurant, and he recognized him right away and showed him his bike and how it was doing. It was really cool. Plus the food was delicious. So I'm just going to add a few more little stickers. I added a heart over that tag. I'm going to add these puffy orange hearts. Add a little bit more orange around the layout. And then I am going to grab some rub-ons, I believe. So these are the rub-ons that I had in my kit. They are white, and they don't stand out a ton. The only one that stands out is there's one that I put on the upper right-hand corner that has the package, or the packaging technique basically, and it says love this place. So that one stands out. The other ones don't really, which is fine. It's almost like a little extra texture, maybe is the best way to put it. So, I mean, I'm not sure that it adds a whole lot of anything, but it adds a little bit, and I got to use them. So I definitely think that the next time I use these, I'll have to make sure it's a pretty dark paper that I am putting it on, just because it is so light even for white. So I do struggle with them a little bit. They are quite old. Let me see. Not as old as I thought. They are from Willow Lane, so they're from 2018. I mean, that's still several years ago, but sorry about my head. So they're still, they didn't come off great. But mind you, I was also putting them over mixed media, so that might have something to do with it as well. So I think that is pretty much going to do it. I did add a couple of stickers from the Bloom sticker sheet. I got one of the hexagons and a cute little bee. And I did a couple of those clear word stickers. So the always, so my title is Fresh Always, and then an XOXO down there at the bottom. So here are a couple of close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this process. Make sure you check out the description box down below for the playlist and links to Miss Martinez. So remember to wear your crown. Bye.